It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Toronto Huskies. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. They'll run on first down. Blackwell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
They run the counter. Blackwell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. We got.
From the gun, Bishop. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, first down. And again this time to the tailback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. But he was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down now, Blackwell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Bishop. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
22, Mike 22. Cut. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
To throw on third down. Bishop. And that's complete to Lewis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run the counter. Blackwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Blackwell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, Blackwell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily soccer.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Gets around him. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
That's the way to make
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Huskies 7, Raiders nothing.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bishop. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a handoff looking right. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Raider first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Blackwell, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bishop throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Bishop. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. They'll try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Huskies 14, Raiders 7.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I can't believe what you play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle it. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Eluding the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
39-yard
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Bishop looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Bishop's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 7.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
5-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
47 is the mark. 47 mark. 47 mark. Back to 60. Back to 60. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47 the mark. 47. Check. 47. 3 balls.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Second and 11. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Young. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They run the counter. Blackwell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 11.
That's right, baby. Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight. Got one. Shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bishop. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Blackwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Blackwell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down now, Blackwell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
for the extra
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Kill. Be ready.
Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Owens. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a pickup of 14, but it brings up 4th down.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. Welcome back to Toronto.
With the score,
It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Huskies 31, Raiders 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They run the counter. Blackwell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on first down. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to shoot.
He's got daylight. The 30, the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Huskies 38, Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
The 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Raider first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Second down, defense, let's go. Check, crunch. Tighten up.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Young. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
At the 12-yard
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's out to the left and complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4. Today's final score.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Toronto, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.